Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA continues to move in this sideways range, and the pattern looks absolutely corrective at the moment. There is certainly no impulse to the upside, which is why I am in favor of further downside at the moment, also because the minimum expectations for this correction haven't really been fulfilled. Quick reminder, we assume that the price is currently moving in a fourth wave correction of a diagonal pattern. Here, this fourth wave. This fourth wave can unfold in various ways, to be honest, as corrections always can do. It seems to be extremely difficult this time towards the end of the year. Some of these corrections are really tricky, looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum as well. But that's always what we have to expect in corrections. There's just this quick up and down movement that you get as part of every correction. You need to understand that there is a difference between impulses and corrections. In impulses, life for a trader and analyst is super easy. Yeah, the market adheres very well to projections. We know that an impulse is running near, for example, at the moment, no problem, you know. But when a market is in a correction, you just have to be very flexible. And typically, Elliott wave helps us to understand when a correction is starting and where support is. And that's the greatest value, okay? What it doesn't help us to understand so well is where exactly the different waves within the correction are going to move, but no TA method can do that. It just gives us support and resistance. So, and it gives us, which is what other TA methods can't do, still projections which are somewhat reliable, but less reliable within corrective patterns. So I've got two of these projections for you that are sort of respected by the price at the moment. And price is cooperating well with these. So we have the first one, which is the yellow count, in which obviously this third wave topped here on the 9th of December in both of these scenarios. So the assumption is clearly that we are in the fourth wave. And in that fourth wave, we could have come down. Let's start with the yellow count. Could have come down in a wave W, overshooting X wave. So 3 waves down, 3 waves up. And the Y wave, which is then the next move down, would be a 3-wave move. So A wave, B wave, C wave. This is sort of how I see this ideally. I would prefer that wave count, mainly because in this wave count, we wouldn't get another overshooting B wave. These are always annoying. Can I rule it out? No, but you know, ideally we don't get that. And the thing is now, okay, what's happening here? Well, I can't really tell you. You know, this looks a bit like a triangle. Certainly what it tells us is that most likely an A wave completed, but how exactly this B wave mess is going to play out, that's going to be decided by the bulls and the bears. There are different patterns that can apply here, like a triangle. Yeah, it could form into a triangle. I see that potentially. It looks a bit like that, but it's a bit too early to really confirm a triangle. Could just simply be an ABC structure and the C wave is unfolding as an ending diagonal. So just too many options, but important is that this B wave then should form a top at some point and should lead to that C wave to the downside. That should be targeting at least 50 cents or lower. Confirmation for the breakdown will be obtained below 54 cents if we take out these previous two swing lows. And until then, it can chop around a little bit as long as it needs to. Standard resistance for this B wave is between 61 cents, basically 60.8 and 64.8 cents. That's just standard resistance. Above 64.8 cents, the white structure will become more likely, which is a slightly more annoying wave count, a bit more complex as well, but it's also acceptable, in which we completed an A wave instead of a wave W. This B wave is still unfolding as an A, B, C structure itself. I don't prefer that one also because I haven't got clear evidence that a C wave has started. And then we would come down from there. It would allow for an overshooting B wave. That's why I said, you know, above that standard resistance level, it's most likely the white count that allows for a move to around about 70, maybe even a little higher, cents. Okay, so if we really look at resistance for the white wave count, I mean, this goes all the way up to, because it could be overshooting, yeah, basically 71 cents. Can always overshoot a little bit, but as long as we don't get a sustained break above 71 cents, at least the white count is a valid assumption. So in both scenarios, I'd like to have another move down into support eventually, but expect a little bit of up and down movement. Could the correction be over already? Yeah, we have 3 waves. Okay, so we have an A, B. I mean, you know, could this already be the WXY structure? Yes, but it would be a running flat, and that's an absolutely unreliable pattern, especially as a WXY, which is a rare pattern itself. And if we then have that as a running flat, very rare. So I don't see that. It's a possibility. Anything is possible. Is it a likely option? Not so much, okay? So yeah, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.